Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a grand campaign event for you. The first round here is the Harper's Ferry Graveyard. You're seeing an overview of that right now, followed up by our second map, which is the Pariah House. So should be two good battles. Thank you to our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like the support, go to the link in the description where you can get live streams of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos and get raw gameplay footage with no commentary and UI. With that being said, our teams for today. So the USA campaign, who's playing on the CSA side for both rounds today. We got the Colquitt's Brigade, we got 9th Corps, 42nd Pennsylvania, 30th Ohio, 1st Delaware, and the 12th Virginia. And then we got the Union side for both rounds, who's CSA campaign. You have the Iron Brigade, Hood's Division, Hampton's Legion, Jackson's Division, 17th Michigan, and the Free States Brigade. So we got about 160-man server, 80 on both sides right now. Both sides having about 4 guys on artillery, which is always nice to know. And then your CSA frontline reporter today, who is Uncle Dragon. And then we have Lucian playing on the USA side for these rounds. So, Harper's Ferry Graveyard, a fun map indeed. Very simple for Union. Just don't let them bleed you too hard. They're kind of guarding both sides of the graveyard. CSA can hit them on this left side, or they can go down the right side. Either option works, but regardless, CSA will have to full commit. Generally, you don't commit over the middle of the open Harper's Ferry Graveyard because that's just in the open. So it looks like CSA are opting to go down their right side. The Union left. Kind of see what Uncle Dragon's seeing down there. They're in a little bit of a defilade. And looks like most of Union is actually kind of holding up on this right side. And then you got Lucian over here. He's getting his bias position ready to go. So yeah, CSA kind of forming up on the far side, getting ready to go in it. First volley going right into Iron Brigade, hitting them pretty good. Looks like they're falling back up. That's the thing for Union, is that going out like that can be risky just because it allows you to be in a more open position. Instead of the Confederates coming at you, Confederates can kind of hold where they're at and shoot you down. So CSA starting to run up the hill. Colquitt's Brigade really doing that damage there. Hood's Division falling back right away. And speaking of Hood's Division is the leading token holder for the Union side this round. And apparently if they lose this game, they lose their token entirely. And then the 42nd PA is leading the CSA side or the USA campaign. So CSA also starting to put a little pressure from the other side. 12th VA, Midwest Brigade, looks like they did swap over to the CSA side, although my introduction said otherwise. So, looks like they're just trying to keep fire on their flank. I mean, these are just hard shots when both sides are shooting at each other, when they have a nice cover of a stone wall. So, can always be a tricky thing to do. CSA still kind of holding. Looks like they're now maybe going up. Are they just going to volley? Yep. Maybe independent fire. Oh, great shots from Iron Brigade. They just completely shredded Colquitt's there.
40 seconds. Advance with the major.
The out of bounds lines for this map are a thing of beauty. I don't know if CSA's out of bounds for a brief second when they run down this side, but Iron Brigade starting to take some shots down at the 42nd.
Forward into them, boys.
Oh my goodness, this crazy angle. The Iron Brigade is just shredding everybody who comes up here. They took some casualties, but they really dealt a huge count there to the 42nd. You can see some of the guns still kind of, there you go, they're sitting up there. So oh my goodness, that guy just shot right through the fence and the top wood just popped off. It's just little things with the higher quality of War of Rights that are really just kind of cool to see. So CSA inching their way closer, still trying to use those rocks as cover. The Union kind of holding a little further back. I mean, I don't know. You can kind of see what the Union view. I mean, it's just a steep dip. So they really have to get on the edge of that if they want to see the CSA forces. And also, it's also a little nice, even though they can't really see them when they hold back, right? It provides some cover for them, which is good for them. CSA artillery, looks like you have all 4 gunnermen on that position over there. There's artillery. Oh, there's one guy up there. Union artillery. Let's see. They got 1 gun rolling up here. Looks like just a couple of guys looking on that right side, making CSA doesn't try to hit him there. Because if CSA hits Union from behind, that's pretty bad. And actually, if we look at the tickets, Union's ahead, and that's no surprise with the shooting we've seen on this side.
Keep up that independence.
Hey, Shell.
Who just played rugby club? Was it one of us?
And Union doing a great job so far. On these smaller servers, it can be harder to be effective as a defensive team just because each death is worth more tickets on a smaller pop server. So it's very impressive what the Union's been able to do so far. We'll see how CSA reacts, whether it be they want to try to go down this road more, shoot down the road rather. If they want to try to go hit the other side.
Units on our right, gentlemen.
Farewell!
Space it out, gentlemen. Don't clump up, please.
I got it, I got it, I got it, Slack, I got it, I got it, I got it.
But Union's still kind of holding this.
As soon as you're loaded up on that line.
And generally, you don't see Union try to hold this position out if CSA goes there just because, again, they're in the open. CSA starting to push up the hillside here. It's probably the 42nd and 30th.
Take aim.
Hey.
Fire.
Took a long time to shoot there, and it looked like they didn't kill anybody. So more of the CSA kind of holding back here. 9th Corps is kind of here. 1st Delaware here as well. And I mean, again, these are just hard shots to get hits on. If anything, it's an very even trade. That's slow. I just saw the glimmering of the lake over here, and holy crap, that was very cool.
Go back to reload.
Don't reload any open. And keep space in, gentlemen.
So 42nd, 30th falling off the point. Remember, they do use a Steam chat. The officers, they can communicate that way, which is just another voice call that they're in.
Out of the road, they couldn't handle it. Taking shots. There. Another of you just get shot. Move up.
And so this match so far, almost 10 minutes in the round. Union's barely down any tickets. This is very impressive so far on their part. Obviously, we got a good chunk of the game.
Fire!
Pull back, pull back, pull back.
Pull back, pull back, pull back.
And CSA's playing a very cautious game. Not really wanting to charge. Union artillery just shot. I don't know how well it hit, but
See, I like
Up and over, gentlemen, on the star.
I like a loose woman with a tight pussy.
so basically, CSA's gonna gotta get aggressive at some point. You have artillery kind of hitting that there. Hits and kills maybe 1 or 2 guys, but CSA's gotta get aggressive. They gotta charge somewhere. You gotta take the ground. You gotta risk it as the attackers. Right now, this shootout is not working for the CSA. And that's one thing I don't understand sometimes is that I'll see sides have a shoot off with their opponent for like 10-15 minutes, and it either isn't working or you're losing. I guess that's the same thing. It's not working. But yet it continues to happen, and I don't understand. There's a couple of reasons why I think it could be. Whether it be to reform your guys, which CSA's reform, so that's not really a reason. It also allows you to kind of think of a new strategy. Gives you time to think about what you're gonna do without taking too many casualties. So,
3 people on the left, move right. 3 people on the left,
I
move
mean,
right.
Union artillery's in the center. Shots shooting way over. I mean, those are just hard shots. They're very close. Canister honestly might be a good option, but it's not like you have a whole lot of ammo. So, CSA pushing up on the right side again. Looks like on the left they're just running up, shooting, and falling back. Union kind of doing the same thing, just trying to get in the cover, avoid ticket loss. CSA is really trying to do it now that they're down, what, a fourth of a morale stage. So, which isn't that bad for the attackers, but if it's an indication of what is to come, not good for CSA. And so it's really just a matter of when CSA going to get aggressive and charge.
Cooper, I do that.
Hey, what's up, Arthur? Long time no see.
Jack.
To the center.
Back to the center.
To the center. Wow.
I mean, let's see how good these CSA volleys are doing from this side.
They're coming. Get ready. There they are. Perkins, line them up.
Looks like they hit 2, based from what I was seeing. Artillery. Oh, that was looked like a good canister shot. I wish I could have seen it from the other side, but that's a good spot for can. I mean, CSA is just going to do this. So what's going to happen next? Let's see. 12th VA is going up.
Game in the corner. Jack.
Steady. Fire.
I hope this Union canister shot's ready again. I want to see it from this side.
Shoot and get back, gentlemen. Don't reload here. Don't reload here. Move, gentlemen. Move.
Granted, this is a campaign, so there could be more at stake than what I realize, but looks like 42nd and 30th finally going up to the top of the hill to shoot at Union holding on that fence line. It only looks like a couple going down. Maybe they're shooting more at FSB, I don't know, because it looks like some dead guys are there. Actually, a good chunk of these guys got hit.
Yes. Get that flag up, boys. Press F. There we go. Thank you, Grinch. Down the fence, guys, into the corner. To the north.
On holidays, the
Shift to left there, Joe.
When is CSA going to decide to attack?
Their artillery have a hard time aiming.
We got lucky.
Why are you crouching with the flag bearer? If you don't know, a flag. There's 3 more formation statuses in the game. There's in formation. It's when you're standing up by a bunch of friendlies, like a good chunk of these guys are here. There's skirmishing, which is when you're either standing by like 2 or 3 guys, or you're crouching. So it doesn't matter how many men by you. If you're crouching, you're automatically in skirmishing. And then if you're by yourself with like maybe 1 other person, doesn't matter if you're crouching or standing, you're out of line. So among many things, for the flag bearer, if they're in skirmishing, they spawn a guy every 10 seconds compared to in formation, which they spawn a guy every 5 minutes. And we look down from CSA view here. I mean, they definitely have some space to go if they want to stay in formation, but so almost 15 minutes through the round now,
About basic.
and the pace of Union. Oh my goodness, they are blasting canister. They didn't kill anybody. I don't know what their intent was with that, but I would be wary of Union trying to break this fence, because if you break the fence, guys can run through it without hopping over, and it takes a couple seconds to hop over a fence. So it really could, if CSA does try to decide to push through here, it could be that side of it too. Good chunk of those shots hit the wall, but the grass, those aren't easy shots though. So 15 minutes of the game. Pace for CSA is very slow right now. They haven't really played an aggressive game, so I'll be really surprised.
All on the rock, Midwest.
Midwest Brigade's going up. They don't have a flag. So if they die, they don't come back.
Watch a good charge.
And the tickets almost look like they've more evened out.
Back loads.
I mean, when is CSA going to charge? That's the big thing. And I don't know if you can see it from Dragon's perspective, what it looks like over the wall. But yeah, I mean, those are just, it's just hard angles there to shoot across the wall. So. Kind of see what Lucian's at least looking, seeing when he's looking down the road here.
Was anderes von mir erwartet?
Another regiment moving down the road.
Ich bin ja genauso.
He's using the binos.
Hey, they're gonna come up.
And we can see CSA pushing up now. Again on this side.
Stand your ground!
Stand your ground. Here they
Union
come, here they
coming
come, here they
over.
come.
I don't get. So CSA runs up and they take a lot of their shots when Union's not there. And the unfortunate, what the heck? I just saw something flying across the sky. But
Get out of
the unfortunate thing is Union runs over, and in order for Union to take shots at CSA,
Jantar, come over here.
you can see, but Union's full body is basically showing. So maybe CSA should try to wait for Union to come over and volley at them.
What the fuck is wrong with that? Polymer got it now.
Because the reaction time for CSA to shoot at Union should be a lot shorter in that situation. So more Union pouring on the fence line.
Stay in cover, stay in cover.
Colquitt's
Stay in cover. You got behind some cover.
Midwest Brigade just got slaughtered, and the 42nd now kind of, some of them going through this hole here that the canister destroyed. CSA hitting engage.
Back load.
First volley, I only maybe killed a few. They aimed a lot right here, but Union's about to hit engaged as well, but almost 20 minutes into the round, Union's countercharging us out.
Here, biscuit.
Fall back, boys, fall back.
Good shit, ID.
Cada me suela, o cara walk.
Almost there.
Get that
Union's actually on the other side of the graveyard right now. JD's gone over here. And it's just, I mean, the numbers, right? The numbers favor CSA by 3. And CSA is actually has 6 guys on artillery, so then the infantry numbers are completely balanced.
Make sure it's a line. Don't blow 'em up so you gotta let people through. Woo! Back. Pull back.
When will CSA charge? That's the question of the day. Because, I mean, it's always weird. I'll see these matches where sides will shoot down for 25, 30 minutes and then do a crap ton of charging at the end of the game and panic because they don't have the time. And at this point in the game, if you want to take ground, shooting your opponent won't really work because of the flag respawns. Also, Union spawn's kind of close. So
Don't be behind.
CS has got to charge. It's as simple as that.
Bayonets.
Oh, maybe they're going in now. Hear the bayonets down.
Double quick.
40 seconds moving up with 30th. Oh my goodness. They just got slaughtered. Holy crap. Colquitt's now moving up. Are they gonna? So they're gonna hold the
Fall back,
line.
gentlemen.
Oh, never mind.
Fall back.
I thought they would actually try to hold a forward position, but
Move back.
holy crap! The 42nd 30th got demolished.
All the way back to
Pull back, Marius. Pull back.
Not even close. You do have a couple of guys from CSA trying to hold the fence line, but the Union side just completely destroying anyone who's there.
well. They're on our flanks. Fall back. Fall back. Fall back. Get back, IB. You got black damn ball.
So CSA holding a little further forward down the road. If this artillery somehow gets off,
What a bunch of morons. They
Shoot
fucking
the shit
missed.
out of them.
L.
I'm almost out
aim
of
down
ammo.
the road, aim down the road, aim down the road. Union go down to engage, but this ticket gap is growing now. Oh, CSA pushing up a little further. Aim the gun down the road.
Fall back.
Move back, man. Fast. Vi har en hard.
Hold fire.
You can still
Yeah.
see them to the
No,
straight
more
east
down the road.
of the bush.
12th VA looks like they're getting on the fence, and oh, they're gonna fire here.
Howdy.
He didn't hit
Where are
anybody.
Fall back, 12. Fall back to CQB, 12. Break your reloads. Fall back to CQB.
Move up.
That sun's starting to rise here. It just looks so beautiful.
Cut the grass. Fall back. Dang it. You are unlucky again.
And Union's still holding strong. You got some Midwest First Delaware guys holding along the stone wall, but only a couple of them there.
I want Lucian to make one of his plays.
Woo! That sounded like a good shot right there.
And watching the fence be blown up and
Are you gonna take that, Foxy?
what?
What? Sorry.
Hey yo. Well, it's getting down to the 20-minute mark now, and the 42nd BA just does not want to charge. They're leading the CSA side, remember.
Fucking sprint right, so fucking shoot myself.
Cool kids, when you get up here, boys.
Yeah, I see you, son of a bitch. Why don't you pop up and fight us like men, coward? Yeah, get running, bitch. Get running.
Aim down the road. Aim down the road, please. Please.
Hey, southern guy.
Your mother was a
That flag follows me.
Hold your fire. Hold.
Who gave you order to fire?
Hold your fire. Wanna have a sticker?
JD looks like they eventually pulled back on the right, but I mean they're still shooting down this side because CSA is there. Oh!
The environment in this game look great, even when there's blood. Form this line.
Maybe only one died there.
Form the line.
And CSA get repelled again. You gotta block charge here.
Take an E.
Maybe we're gonna get a CSA charge here. They're all grouping up on the road. Surely.
Hold here, MWB, in the face.
Hold here. I'm gonna crouch down. Column on the fence.
Hey, take me, boy. Take me, take me.
If you stand up here, brother. Come on,
10 seconds we go.
20 minutes looks like they're gonna be going.
Dodge bayonets.
Anyways, we'll see if they can win a charge.
Stand by.
It's really gonna
stand
come
by,
down to
stand
that.
by, stand by.
But CSA is kind of 10. Oh, I thought it was 10 seconds, but I heard 10 seconds, but now it's more like 20 seconds.
Yep.
Everyone ready?
Wait for
About half of us are gonna die.
Steady, boys.
Yeah, we're so good.
You heard of the 9 and the 1?
9:30.
10 seconds.
Nice.
Charge
Gosh,
bayonets.
Squeeze
Them
them
darn bayonets.
Hold their balls and twist them. What?
Bullfrogs. It's like that scene from Enemy at the Gates.
Charge.
Not the one step
So CSA finally deciding to charge here. Union looks like they're moving on the right side. Volley's going off. Artillery shooting. Point going in favor of CSA, but Union's not really holding that.
Stab them politely.
Rebels position.
And
Politely.
Union appear to hold that pretty decisively. And just like that, that charge was over in a matter of 20 seconds.
They're dead.
Fix bayonets! 5B, fix bayonets!
Wow. Can, oh. Is he gonna get the flag? Nope. She gets killed.
Oh shit.
Good shit, Eddie. Good fucking shit. Stab the guts out of that.
So Union holds. CSA's almost down to taking losses. That ticket gap grew. Not really surprised with how disparaging that charge was. I mean, the disparity is pretty huge.
2 columns on the major.
All 40-second Cockwood. Let's go.
Charge bayonets. Charge bayonets.
Bayonets!
Bayonets. Keep the line tight. Keep this column tight.
So CSA is gonna bonsai up. It looks like they're gonna go down the other side this time and charge.
There certainly was an enemy flag to the left of the church that went perpendicular left. But
Union's kind of holding there. Some Iron Brigade guys are. H-Del, HD, FSB holding on the side.
Sponsored by Raycon earbuds.
And here comes CSA and kind of seeing what's it's getting a little dark here. And my window open, so it's kind of hard to see, but CSA's trying to once again go down this side. You can see what Lucian's seeing. It's pretty dark there. It's just dark. It looks like a bunch of fireworks are just going off right now. I mean, looking over here, more Union reinforcements are slamming in here. You have a couple CSA guys sitting back. It's probably flag respawns.
Turn around, get those flags up.
And it looks like Union's going to hold again.
Stop it. Yeah, good job. Let's get those flags up.
Actually, maybe. Actually, CSA might actually have won that. I guess that group moved up with the flags.
Oh dear, dear. No, McGrogan, no. Here we go. Oh dear.
And Union's going to taking losses any second now. So CSA continuing to pursue the 42nd is.
Stop, good stop, boy, good stop, good stop.
You know, FSB, it looks like they didn't get in the charge, but they're trying to hold this side.
Brace the fence. Brace
And
the
Union
fence.
hits taking losses. Union not really seeming prepared to deal with that charge there. The Union respawn's starting to come in now.
Watch your back, watch your back. Artillery men.
And They're trying to hit this side, trying to knock their flags out and retake this corner.
Fuck you, bitch.
Despite CSA winning this, CSA still down on tickets. That ticket gap is getting a little closer. More Union pouring in, and Union starting to take back the side, but there's a lot of CSA that are now, looks like they're turning back around.
Hello, I can't tell you. It's dark. Sorry if you're friendly.
I fucking stabbed you.
It's just kind of a mess here. CSA is capping.
Fucking Yankee.
Die, Yankee.
How intentional is this meant to be, though, is the billion-dollar question. I don't think they're going to hold it. And Union retakes on point. CSA still trying to contest this corner, though.
Kill this officer, goddammit.
Yeah. Thank you for holding it back with the charge there.
And CSA looks like they've reformed. Union, on the contrary, reformed on the point. Starting to trickle their way over to this side.
I don't think we have that many people.
Some CSA starting to move up the hillside here. CSA will hit braking. Really, the biggest thing that matters right now is the ticket gap.
Come here, you East, southeast.
I mean, this is just a mess. Both sides are trying to reorganize in a sense, but it really just looks like a trickle-in, which is always great for the attacking team. They have more tickets, so it's really going to hurt the defending team more, but Union has to defend this spot. They got to retake it, because similar to a lot of maps, you can't let your enemy get on your side. They got a nice stone wall that CSA can use, and when they're on your side, they can just kind of get behind you and flank you, and it's just not fun anymore.
There's a random right here, guys. Right here in front of me. I just stopped to it.
I've been stabbed.
CSA now trying to do another kind of charge here. Oh, CSA might actually just win this game. Union still kind of trickling in. CSA going up. They're starting to take the point. Union will hit braking, which means if CSA caps, they win the game right away.
Watch the right.
Kill every last rebel. Kill every last.
There you go. Union hit braking. Confederates are on the point right now, winning it. They're using the stone wall to their advantage. They actually don't have a lot on the stone wall, so Union still has an opportunity here. The biggest thing to Union's favor is they have way more tickets. Maybe not way more, but they have more tickets than the CSA, so they can burn some trying to take it back. CSA moving one flag to point. And it looks like CSA is just going to be able to win this. This is, Union could just never get fully reorganized. And CSA was just dominant on... I mean, CSA played the smart. They hit them on one side, then immediately went to the other side. Union trying, but more CSA are just pouring onto the point. Union actually taking back the stone wall. Points being slowed.
You really think you're going to get away with that?
CSA still capping. It's going back in Union's favor, though.
Stay on point. Stay on point.
And the tickets have kind of evened out here.
It's over here. Get on the wall. Get on the wall.
Stay on the
Get these fucking flags.
So...
Load as they come in.
Flag, we're holding, we're holding.
Nice job, nice job, nice job. Like that.
CSA looks to have been defeated eventually, but the tickets down dead even now. CSA appear to be falling back. Now the biggest thing is, if the CSA can break through the Union on this next charge, they're going to hit them in the last stand, and they'll probably win the game. If the Union can hold it, though, and hold it pretty well, then the Union could win this game. I know it's going to be close. Union's starting to go to the corner side of the wall right now, trying to hold it.
This corner over here. This corner over here.
Spawn on.
Thanks, buddy.
Coming around the wall.
Union team has kind of poured onto this side for the most part. You do have, looks like JD's not moving over. So Union is full setting this side, something we didn't see previously. And the ticket difference going back up a little bit. It looks like the CSA might hit final push any second now.
Right in the road, eggshell.
Those
Those two don't belong anywhere near each other.
Press T, come to the storage shell.
CSA is going to try to organize a push here.
Give me your sister, Yankee. Give me your sister.
And any kill here, we're going to get final push. But the question is, can Union hold out for that long? Because Union's going to hit last stand shortly after that. The fighting going to be good for CSA. Union's going to hit last stand any second now. So CSA's infinite tickets, but 2 minutes on the clock to trap the point. They're starting to hold that position, though. Union's very spread out. They still haven't hit last stand. I think CSA is probably going to pull this out. Yeah, so all these Union guys, once they're dead, they don't come back. And Union a little bit disorganized. They all respawned in, though, so they get one last hurrah. But a minute and a half is a very long time, especially with how small this map is. So CSA starting to gain some ground, push through the Union. Kind of see Union starting to make their way out of main spawn right now, the last wave. And that point's going in CSA's favor right now.
It's okay, KMG.
Let's go, boys!
1 minute left on that clock. Not a whole lot of Union left. I mean, a lot scattered coming in, but this is really the last bulk of it.
No, take them.
I killed a Yankee. I'm taking his sister. There's a Yankee officer right here.
And CSA swarming onto this point. The remaining USA starting to die out. And that is the round. CSA is going to come up with a win here. I mean, I really wish they would have charged sooner, but they pulled out the win, so you really can't complain in the end. Union apparently could not just defend the right side, and that looks like the end of the round right there. So, I mean, Union played a phenomenal game. They just couldn't hold the right side, and CSA eventually charged that and exploited it. So, really done well on their part. And that's the thing, right? With the fast flag respawns, that first charge CSA did on the Union right was that charge took forever to end. It just kept going and going because the flag bearers were spawning guys back in because they spawned a dude in every 5 seconds compared to the 10 seconds that it originally was. But they just kept spawning guys in and in and in, and eventually these charges turn into this really spread out, a lot of people dying in skirmishing and out of line. And the charges just never end, and they keep going like that. So that was great for CSA. That huge ticket lead Union built was gone there. And then from there is just a simple game of numbers and CSA holding that side. But good win on their part. And with that being said, we will see you all shortly for round number 2. Alrighty, here we are with round number 2. Heck yeah. So... Pry House. What a map this is. So, it's Colquitt's token versus the 11th Mississippi's token, although they aren't in this event anymore. So, 11th Mississippi tokens for the USA side or CSA campaign, and then Colquitt's is CSA side or USA campaign. So, numbers up to 170 now. They probably went up throughout the last round. And if we look at artillery here, CSA taking 4, Union taking none. So... with that all being said, Pry House. Now, based off what I saw last round and what I've seen a lot with Pry House, what will happen here is there will be a shootout for a while, 15, 20 minutes, and eventually CSA is going to probably try to charge down the middle, whether it be to cap the point to stop the clock or charge and take Union. That's how it normally goes. How I think it should go is generally CSA loses a shootout on this map. Union has a really nice defensive position they can hold. Some of this Union line here is holding, FSB's kind of holding in this defilade, JD's holding in the defilade. So, uh-oh. Grant.
Oh, my bad, Prestige, buddy, I'm sorry. Oh, Grant.
Oh, you got it. So, Union just got nice defensive positions. You see the defilades they have on this left side. They have them on the right side, but Union's not holding the right. I have not seen this before. Since when did the Union abandon the right? Fascinating. And excuse me.
Move to the left and right. Come to the ready.
So, actually, they do have some guys holding really far back. It is some HD guys, so... Essentially, Union has a great position to hold, so it's very hard for CSA to kind of shoot them down. If anything, they'll lose in a shootout. So, I really would like to see a match for CSA charge right away on Pry House. And just keep that aggression up the whole time. And it looks like they're pushing forward only because Union have really abandoned the spot. 42nd. Getting a volley in there. Some CSA Colquitt's moving on the point. Holy crap. Holy crap. They just destroyed the Iron Brigade.
There is no one left.
Holy crap.
We're getting chased now.
Holy. Oh my.
We're getting shot at now.
We saw Iron Brigade do a little destroying last round, but what about Colquitt's this round, huh? Holy crap. That was beautiful. So CSA kind of using these defilades as well. If you look over, you're like, oh, it looks flat, but when you look down, it's there's a lot of elevation to it.
On the line.
I mean, I don't think I've seen the Union engage from this position with CSA in a long time.
Yeah, checks once you're ready, guys.
So CSA kind of getting around them. Union forced to hold in the center row. JD kind of holding there for now. They're not on point. No one's capping that point. FSB and Iron Brigade holding on the left side. CSA, you got 12th VA and the Midwest Brigade holding that right side there. Pushing up the middle for them, you do have 9th Corps and 1st Delaware. And on the left, we've seen the 42nd, 30th, and Colquitt. So, if anything, Union's down a little bit on tickets right now, so a heck of a thing for Union right now. They get about 3 or 4 there, so. I don't know, great start from CSA, but it's really just because Union wasn't holding the traditional positions and CSA kind of got up on there, so.
There you go. Anything. I taste colors at this point.
You might have a bit of a break.
Maybe.
So, CSA, again, just doing this kind of shootout. I really wish they would go up and try to cap the point here. Granted, there is things in the campaign that maybe could be an effect that I don't know about, but looks like Colquitt's is going to go up again. Oh, JD's right there now.
3 guys on the line.
Oh. JD getting slaughtered. 42nd, 30th pulling up as well. They're capping. This is great. This is brilliant play from CSA. You cap the point because the shootout's going to be slow. It's going to take a lot of time. And CSA got very lucky with how well they did with the charges last round. You need a cap point. Stop the black timer. Please stop the black timer. And force the Union to come at you. It's, I love me some pre-cap. But it appears CSA will not do that. Unfortunate. I mean, CSA is up on tickets right now. Not by a whole lot, but they're up. But that's just because, again, Union kind of let them have their position. Dragon Scout here for CSA. Just kind of seeing what they're doing. And running back. That's the thing. CSA does have their own kind of defilades on these sides. And they could try to take them Because most of the time Union will flank him from the side, and it's like, well, that's a sucky spot. But Union's not really far forward enough to flank.
Up the road. Up the road. Yeah, that was confusing. Up the road. Hamptons south. Up the road. Up the road.
And Union actually moving out. HL. CSA's capping the point again. Intentional or not, I don't know. CSA. These guys, CSA guys, have great shots on Union in the road. I don't know if they realized they were there, though.
Ass.
Don't crouch, Epic Johnson.
Get in their ass.
Aim.
Aim low, boys. Flag straight ahead. Flag straight ahead.
Good job.
Getting a couple there. Like, I'm kind of confused why Union gave up this side. Because the Union, what's nice about this is the Union defense can kind of form this U line, defensive line here, just with the defilades and everything. And then whenever the CSA kind of go in point, Union can collapse from both sides and pinch them. It works very well. And yeah, here you go. You do have these.
Now what we're gonna do? Listen, what we're gonna do is we're gonna crest the hill. Crest the hill. I'm gonna scout first. Crest the hill, and then we're gonna shoot those fuckers out. Bayonets equipped.
Get your bayonets.
So yeah, they're using this defilade. I don't know if the Union guys, because we did see one Union guy kind of peek over. Yeah, there's the officer. It's Lucian. Oh, Lucian's running his guys up right now.
Move it.
Not as many as I thought would come up, but Knife Corps just very outnumbered there. They spent a long time there, which is unfortunate.
Right here.
12, move it up. 12, let's go. There's them Santa Claus hat looking 1861 using stupid Yankees.
That's an insult. So 10 minutes in the round. And both sides, similar ticket amount. CSA is a little ahead. And this is going very similar to last round.
Moves to the end of the line.
Right ahead, boys.
Oh, you see that, Shell? I got that fucking guy.
So again, the big question is, when is CSA going to charge? Because this is looking very similar to last round, just a different map in a different area, with the same things kind of playing out. I mean, CSA definitely has an easy opportunity to cap the point compared to last round, just because it's a little further out from where the Union generally holds on the map.
Move forward, 40 seconds.
So Colquitt's moving out. I hear music, so I don't know if they're charged. Oh, no. Saw the officer kind of hold back a little so he could save his pistol for the charge, but he got hit anyways. So looks like CSA is trying to get aggressive. I really like it, hitting this corner right now. And they're not going to hold this. They're just going to fall back.
I'm saying, bro, that's where we'll do damage up there, man, you know? Like, it's hard to hit your shots.
Bump up, gentlemen. Keep fucking spacing.
Yeah, if you're bugging ball, you better be right in the face.
What is happening on... Lucian just looked like he team killed somebody. I couldn't tell. Uh-oh. Wait. He killed haunts.org, which is bus, and Lucian said BLN going dark bus. Well, that's something. So, tickets have evened out. They're going in Union's favor. Again, these shootouts on these maps, for some reason, they go in Union's favor. They have a better position, and it just seems as simple as that, really. But CSA is capping. Who's on the point? Maybe it's the first Delaware 9th Corps guys here. There we go. Colquitt's holding up here now.
On the right.
And Bada. It froze for a second. I'm like, what? But no, CSA cap. This is great. Now Union is going to have to take the position back in order to keep that black timer going, because that's your main objective as the defenders, to get that black timer to 0. You got to keep it moving. It's not moving right now. So it's going to force the Union to come out of their very nice defensive positions, engage in a melee. And that's the best you can have as CSA. CSA does have to kind of converge on point, because the big thing is if Union blobs together, which they should, and charge the point, if they dislodge the CSA will kind of trickle back really slow, and CSA can lose a lot of tickets doing that. So
You almost just hit Natty, man. Make sure you got bucks, gentlemen.
So let's see what Union's doing to try to respond to this. Union taking some time. It's a natural decay on the clock right now. And CSA maybe keeping... Nope, Colquitt's is running up.
Fine, spread it out.
So CSA kind of keeping up. Again, any tickets lost on both sides is going to be great for CSA. Everyone's losing tickets right now, so...
Go back over, go back over.
Here comes the Union team. One big effort. Oh, never mind. They're just going to go out. The CSA is actually pushing up on the left here.
You are now my new favorite.
Okay, what Union just did is frankly so bad. I hate that. I'll explain after the charge, but Union hitting gauge doesn't really matter. CSA tickets, all that matter, because Union will regain up to CSA tickets. CSA collapsing from all sides, so this is something you don't normally see on Pry House. CSA countercharging and holding very well. Normally you see the opposite, so where CSA charge up the middle and the Union collapse and hit them on all sides. A big part too is the HD did not move in with the rest of the Union. Granted, with this much disparity, with how well CSA did, I don't think it would have mattered, but anything helps. So what you saw at the beginning of that charge is Union all shot and then charged in, and that's terrible. A lot of those guys are going to miss those shots. And it would be much better if they ran up point blank to the enemy and then shot them. But granted, I think CSA has buck and ball, which is maybe why we saw a big disparity. But you normally don't see the disparity, so that's why I was kind of shocked by the whole thing. And great play on parts of the 42nd. Colquitt's there. Hey, they charged HD out, bringing down everybody's tickets. Sure, Union down way more, but we'll see if Union can retake the point. I think there's definitely a chance that they can, but if anything, everyone's tickets are going to be brought down in the process. So,
Still going.
so we can kind of see what his vantage point is. Union don't have any of those flags, so
Alright, guys, target to the left.
Look behind you, to the right, to the right. They're on this wall right behind us.
I mean, CSA just playing this pretty dang well right now, all around.
Nice line.
I mean, this is really good. Oh, Union's charging in the center. I'll explain what I was talking about in a second. But here comes Union side again. And Confederate's down to engaged. And now, even though Union's kind of spearheaded through the center, CSA kind of collapsing on both sides now. And for some reason, we're playing hell let loose now. And CSA kind of winning back this area.
Dummy cheek, you stupid Yankee, stupid dumb Yankee, stupid butt cheek, stupid looking.
And yeah, they win that. So, normally CSA will bunch up on the point as a team, which I would agree with. But the problem is when they bunch up and charge through the center, Union just collapses. And it's beautiful what the CSA is doing here. You don't see it too often. I don't think I've ever seen it happen in the inverse direction before. We'll see what Union can do, because it is possible if CSA keeps holding as they do. Union's now considered the attacking team. They're trying to retake the point, right? So they're going to hit final push as their last stage. But CSA keeps holding as they do. It could very much well happen. It could happen. So Union trying to go up the left side. 12th VA kind of getting up and over, getting some shots in before Union can kind of form there. Kind of see what they're seeing there. And maybe Union trying to get around the flanks, because, I mean, they're being flanked horrendously right now, so... Looks like Union's going to go up the center side again. Whether it looks like they're charging, so smart play on Union, kind of distracting one of the flanks, at least trying to. We'll see if it works well. But Union being hit on their flank again by the 42nd and 30th. CSA turning from the right side, and Union gets slaughtered again. Union down to taking losses here.
Oh, you missed. You're gonna die for that. Pretty brilliant. I'm better. You're dead. You're next.
And holy crap. I mean, this is just domination. Again, they're 7 in favor of CSA. Same amount of artillery both sides are, so now it's an 8-man imbalance, infantry-wise, which it's getting to that point where it's enough numbers to where it's unstable, but it's still well within the range of Union can win this game. So, yeah. How big the disparity in these charges between how many Union die and CSA charge? I mean, CSA is just overwhelming. So, frankly, 8-man difference isn't really going to matter a whole lot.
Help us thug it out. Why LeBron James? You heard me. He's a goat, bro.
Bro, you watched that Serbia match? That was fucking hard.
He's a goat at war rights, bro. You don't know. I played with him.
Lucian speech. I want to hear Lucian speech.
I summon the spirit of Chuck Norris.
Right, go!
Well, here they go again. Union's best bet to winning this is CSA is spread out across the whole map. Union's got to hit one of the flanks and go in. I think they got to try something different than what they're doing right now. CSA pinching down the side before the Union gets there.
Ignore the guys on the left. Ignore them.
So Union's just gonna ignore and go down.
Unimportant.
They're subhuman. Moving, girls. I didn't even see anybody. Let's get him, Mr. Wilkes. Let's get him. Excuse me.
Points going in Union's favor, but oh no. Union just pinched in on again. 3 times. I mean, look at this. Union broke through the entire side, but they got pinched and completely destroyed again. Oh, I've seen kills.
Oh, wow.
I'm alive. I'm fucked up, but
Wow. Come here, Yankee. Die, Yankee.
So yeah, that's it. Union's about to hit breaking. What the heck? Oh, he died. So Union's best bet is they might reform and charge in right away, but they got to hit one of these sides. I don't know if it'll work, but it's something different, and I think that's the more important thing.
Charge me, dude.
They were too scared.
So wow. I mean, 2 more charges here, we might see the Union hit final push, which would be a heck of a thing. You got Lucian moving up with his guys trying to hold this.
Rumble, right close, fire.
Come on, make the rebel.
So more Union kind of pouring up. Whether they're going to charge.
Yeah, that's some real rebel right there.
It might be a little hard to shoot them out just because they got a flag, but some Union moving up on the stone wall. CSA going to try to charge in and defeat them before they can really get a position. Both sides about to go down to their next stage.
Whop 'em, boys, whop 'em.
Union hits breaking. 9 minutes left on the counterattack.
Keep shooting.
Whop 'em, boys, whop 'em.
Yeah. Don't clump up.
That was fucking cool.
Tear 'em apart, gentlemen, tear 'em apart.
You will miss it.
Frank Fox, I recommend you either hop over or crouch.
And honestly, Confederates could just Confederates might hold this outright. Confederates are taking losses.
Shoot at the crowds or get the ones who are alone. Hey, CSA.
Yeah,
Listen
what's
to
up?
me. You can hear me, I know.
Yeah, I know. What's up?
You should stop being racist and join me. I'm the real racist. I'm the best racist.
Keep pouring into them, boys. Don't let up now.
I'm the racist around. You should join me and join the union instead. Draft rights. It'll be good.
8 minutes left on that gold timer.
Somebody pick up that flag. Keep that flag there. Leave it there.
Flag down.
And
Keep hold of it. Keep it there.
this has been a heck of a game. What the heck? Someone just bit down in an ice cube. Union starting to put a little more guys at the center here.
Fall back, Hamptons. We're falling back to the north.
CSA still holding. Some of the CSA 12th VA kind of collapsing onto the point. Really, everyone's kind of collapsing down. 9th Corps Midwest Brigade still kind of holding out on that open side there. And Union's almost halfway through breaking.
We've halted their advance.
Yummy.
Yummy.
What? Ricochet off the wall.
Again.
Nothing
Yeah,
serious.
I only got a couple, it looks like.
It was just a shell.
No, that was Case.
You sure?
Pretty sure, yeah. I saw some people way off get hit though.
So Union holding the ground, but they aren't taking the point. You do have a couple guys kind of go around the far side. FSB's trying to flank here, and they should have some great shots here. They only got one. And it looks like Union's going to go, and they might hit final push here. That gold timer's going to go down. And CSA is starting to kind of lose on this side. FSB looks like they're now charging in. CSA are starting to collapse over there. Union trickling in very slowly. CSA is going to hold this. And they're going to hit final push. What's the gold timer going to be? Goes down to 2.5, 220 actually, essentially. So CSA or Union's got infinite tickets, and they only have 2 minutes now to retake this point. They'll go up to whatever CSA is if they do retake, but I don't know if that's going to happen.
Fire advance, down the wall.
Literally fish in a barrel.
I don't see any reason why this round would favor Union. Union's maybe got one more organized charge at this, and frankly, it doesn't look like they're really doing a whole lot of organizing. They're just kind of in desperation mode. Regardless of what happens, Union's probably going to be in breaking going out of this if they do retake, which again, they probably aren't going to. We love the little lag spike there. Gotta love it.
Try to kneel down.
And I mean, all these Union guys are trickling in. A lot of them getting shot down before they get even close. And this is very much lopsided. Yeah, this looks like the most organized charge we've seen from Union, but CS is going to collapse. 1 minute left on the gold timer. And
45 seconds, gentlemen. 45 seconds.
Heck of a win from CSA.
Get those flags up.
I really liked what they did here. This should be a blueprint example of how CSA should win Pride House. And the USA campaign, they're going to get 2 wins today. Played very well on CSA both rounds. A little slow in that first round, but they won the charges. They won what mattered. And the second round is blueprint. I mean, whoever can envelop the enemy when fighting over the point, that's the biggest thing. CSA kind of pushing a little far forward. And that's the round. I didn't know if there was going to be a quick overtime, but yeah. Just great 2 rounds from CSA today. Misclicked there. You got to see the regiments for a brief second again, but yeah. Great wins from CSA, both rounds. Very impressive. Not really much more to say. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel more, check out the description. We have our merch and our Discord there. On top of all of that, we have our Patreon where you can get live streams of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment on the bottom of our videos and get raw gameplay footage of all the events we do with no commentary and UI. So if you don't like me talking and you don't like a lot of the stuff on the screen, that is the place to watch events. So anyways, thank you all for watching. It means the world to have you all here, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. We will see you in the next one.